YouTube, what's going on today? Welcome back to another video. Today, I have a very exciting video for you because we're going to be talking about another nationwide grant program coming from one of the top conventional investors. So earlier this week, we were discussing Fannie Mae's Home Ready First grant program. Now, today we're going to be talking about Fannie Mae's brother, which is going to be Freddie Mac. So Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are the big government-sponsored entities that invest in conventional mortgages. Now, conventional mortgages, I think, make up about 80% of all mortgages and somewhere about 50% of all home purchases. So this is very big, right? A lot of people use these programs, and I imagine there's a lot of people using Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac that might actually qualify for these programs and don't even know about it. So we broke down Home Ready First, which is the Fannie Mae program. I'll link that video in the video description below so you guys can check that one out. Now, maybe you don't qualify for the Home Ready First on the Fannie Mae program. You do have the backup option, which is going to be Freddie Mac. And for a lot of you, Freddie Mac might be a great option because sometimes they are willing to take riskier loans, and there's differences, small differences in their underwriting guidelines. So sometimes there's things that can go through Freddie Mac that can't go through Fannie Mae, and that's going to be the benefit of today's video. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. So Rocket actually has a great article on this program, and this program is called Freddie Mac Borrow Smart Access. So this is going to be another location-based program. These are referred to as special purpose credit programs. And you know what they're looking to do is just expand on home affordability. So as rates have gone up over the last 2 years, we've been dealing with 6, 7, we even touched 8% at one time. These big entities, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they've made a big push into making homeownership more affordable through grants and through reduced interest rates and affordable private mortgage insurance. So with Freddie Mac's Borrow Smart program, this is going to be like an add-on to their conventional loan. So Freddie Mac has a lot of different, I guess, sub-programs like Home Possible, Home One, right? So this is going to be an option where you can actually add the $3,000 in grants onto a Home Possible loan or onto a Home One loan or something like that. So that's what you're going to get with the program. The program allows for those buying in an eligible county within one of 10 metros to receive down payment assistance in the amount of $3,000. Now, it's important to note that this is a grant. This is not repaid, but with grants, I believe you do have to report them as income on your tax returns. So you may end up actually paying income tax on this, but ultimately you're at a net benefit on it. So here are the eligible metros that you're going to look at. You have Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, El Paso, Houston, McAllen, Memphis, Miami, Philadelphia, and St. Louis, Missouri. I was a little confused the first time I saw this, and they just had Louis, Missouri. I was like, wait, what is that? It's actually St. Louis, Missouri. So here are some of the requirements in order to qualify for this program. You must have a 620 median qualifying score. What do they mean by median? So as mortgage lenders, we actually take the score from all three bureaus, which are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And then we utilize the median of those scores. And that median score has to be at least 620. 620 is going to be the minimum for all conventional lending, and that applies to both Fannie Mae and to Freddie Mac. So 3% down, that is the minimum down payment. And it's actually a big misconception that FHA loans are the smallest down payment. Actually, FHA loans are 3.5%, and there's a lot of conventional first-time buyer programs where you can put down as little as 3%. So that is huge. Now, this is a big one. Income of no more than 140% of the area median income. And I'm going to show you exactly how to look at the area median income here in just a moment. But this is a big difference between the Fannie Mae program and the Freddie Mac. So the Fannie Mae program does not have an income limit, but with this one, you are restricted to 140%. Now, again, you know, these are some I guess, pretty expensive places to live. At least Miami is. So 140% of the median income in Miami, it's probably going to be about 130,000. And I'm actually going to look at it here in a moment. But that's actually a pretty sizable income for a lot of people. So you can still make six figures in a lot of these places and still qualify for this $3,000 grant. Now, at least one buyer on the loan has to be a first-time buyer. And first-time buyers are defined as people that have not owned a residential property in the previous 3 years. You will have to do Freddie Mac's homeownership counseling. It's super easy. I think it's just a phone call with someone. And then qualifying DTI can again vary, but it's good to aim for below 40%. Now, 40% is definitely a great range to be at, but we've been able to do loans for people up to, I think, about 49.9 on conventional loans. Now, if you have great credit scores or things like that, sometimes you can push that DTI up to like that maximum of 49.9. But you know, if you're someone that's probably going to be in the 660s, 680 range, you'll probably have to keep your qualification to probably 45 or maybe even 43 in some cases. So that's going to be the big part. So let's talk about how to find out if you are living in one of those eligible metro areas. So Freddie Mac has the Borrow Smart Access Income and Property Eligibility Tool. So I wonder if I can just type in Miami here and it take us down to the metro, of course. So right here, you will see the income limits that Borrow Smart Access has for Miami. And of course, there's a bunch of different metros. I'm just using Miami because that's one of the qualifying metros. We could probably look at a few others here in just a second. So Borrow Smart Access income limit is going to be $122,640. That's going to be for Miami. So as long as you are within that 140%, you may qualify for this as long as you're within that income limit and you are a first-time home buyer. Let's try to look at maybe Memphis, because I doubt the income limit is as much in Memphis. Memphis is a little bit less, $117,600. Okay, so you know, it's not actually a big difference between Memphis, Tennessee, and Miami, Florida. But as you can see, that is going to be the requirement, and that requirement can change based on the metro that you are purchasing in. So I'm going to link these links to the video description below so you guys can look at it. Again, I am a mortgage lender. If you guys need expert mortgage guidance, advice, you just want to shop the quote that you have to make sure you are getting a good deal, reach out to me using the contact information in the video description below. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys sticking with us through the end, and we will see you in the next video.